You are live, sir.
Welcome, everyone, to the pregame for the final of 4 games today in this PIHL All-Star Spectacular. I'm Matt Gajtka, soon to be joined by Brian Mitchell here on the Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page. Coming up, we have the best of Class AAA for a 6 o'clock start here at the RMU Island Sports Center on Neville Island, just outside of Pittsburgh. We'll see Team Gold in the light-colored uniforms go up against Team Blue in the dark-colored uniforms. So far, it's been a very interesting, I don't want to say first half, it's been an interesting pre-All-Star segment of the 2019-20 season in Class AAA. We've seen the return of a couple of old friends here in AAA, with both Pine Richland and Upper St. Clair rejoining the classification, and both teams are in a playoff position as of right now, but no one's been able to track down the North Allegheny Tigers. North Allegheny, one of 3 teams, along with Pine Richland and Peters Township, to have 6 players each in this game. Every team, all 11 in Class AAA, are represented by at least one, so let's get to those players. That's what you're here to watch and listen for, and we thank you for joining us on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube channel for one of our first broadcasts on this side of the aisle. Mike Bagnotto coaches Team Gold. Bagnotto, the North Allegheny head coach, will be assisted by the Bethel Park head coach, Jim McVeigh. Also from Pine Richland, Jordan Yaklick and Justin Basinski from Upper St. Clair. Start on defense, number 2, Robbie Henn, the junior from Seneca Valley. No goals, no assists, but picked as a defensive specialist in this one. He's played all 15 games for the Seneca Valley Raiders. Number 7, Joey Wandrisco, the forward from Bethel Park, 8 goals and 12 total points on the year for the junior. Then there's Tyler Lamarck, number 8 in white tonight. Lamarck with a classification best 34 points, including a league best 24 assists, also 10 goals. If you could do the math, he's a senior for the high-powered NA attack. Richard Wild from Pine Richland, a senior. He'll wear number 10 in the light-colored jersey, 8 goals and 7 assists for 15 total points. Owen Barrett, the top playmaking defenseman in Class AAA. He plays for Peters Township. He'll wear number 14. He's got 10 total points to go with those 8 assists, and quite the setup man on the power play. He has 4 of his 8 assists on the advantage for the Tribe. Jack Tyndall from Pine Richland wears number 16, 5 goals and 3 assists for 8 total points. Devin Rorick, 19 goals, tied for the team, or tied for the league lead, I should say, in Class AAA, including a AAA best 5 power play goals. Rorick wears number 19. He is a senior for Upper St. Clair. On defense, number 21, Christian Trottier from Cannon Mac, 2 goals and 3 helpers on the season. Going up to Erie for Cathedral Prep, number 29, Jake Khrushchevsky, 10 goals and 6 assists on the season. At Central Catholic, one of 3 Vikings on the squad. Number 38, CJ Simeone, a senior, 7 goals and 9 assists, including 6 of his 16 total points on the power play. Connor Chee, one of just a couple of sophomores in this All-Star game, in this AAA All-Star game. He wears number 43 in the light-colored jersey, and he's a sophomore for North Allegheny. How about 25 points in his first varsity season? Colton Sherry, Upper St. Clair, talk about points per game. He's got 2 points per game, 14 of those in just 7 appearances for Upper St. Clair. He's the other sophomore in this contest. He wears number 55. Mark Lehman, the big rig, number 56 for Peters Township, 15 goals and 24 total points. He's a senior. He has 2 shorthanded goals and 3 power play points in 13 games played. Fenno Monaco from Mount Lebanon, 8 goals, 12 total points, pardon me. He wears number 58. He's a forward. On D for Team Gold, number 68 from North Allegheny, Christopher Hamlin, 38 penalty minutes. He leads all AAA All-Stars in that category, but he's put a few on the board too. 1 goal and 5 helpers for him. Blake Sinicki, the lone Butler Golden Tornado on this team. 73 is his number. He has 5 goals from the blue line, and he's a senior for Butler. Number 92, Connor Salisbury. Pine Richland is his school. 8 goals and 12 total points. And then Daniel Garver wears number 93. He's a senior from Cannon Mac, 6 goals and 6 assists on the top line for the Big Mac. Salisbury, by the way, for Pine Richland wears number 92. The goaltenders for Team Gold. Mario Iafrate, the leader in minutes and also tied for the league lead in shutouts with 2. Iafrate has a 7-5-1 record, an .897 save percentage, and a 2.66 goals against average for Cannon McMillan. He's a junior. Seth Faulkner, the senior from Cathedral Prep, wears number 21. .936 save percentage to lead the classification, plus 2 shutouts and a 7-2-1 record. And then Alex Wilbert, injured for part of the first part of the season for Peters Township, but the senior who wears number 34 has a 4-2 record and a .918 save percentage. Sharp despite limited action in the pre-All-Star portion of the schedule. Now on for Team Blue, coached by Anthony Rako of Seneca Valley, recent Penguins Cup champion of 2 years ago, Maverick Goepfert of Butler, and Ryan Lamberger, first-year head man for Ken and Mac, are his assistants. We'll start on the blue line. Number 6 from Cathedral Prep, the senior, Evan Sala, 6 points in 14 games. Number 7 is Jordan Adams, the forward from Cathedral Prep. 9 total points in just 7 games, including 3 of his 5 goals on the power play. Charlie Mill wears 7 for the dark side. The only, I guess you could say, duplicate number within one of these teams here tonight. So we'll see both Jordan Adams of Cathedral Prep and Charlie Mill of Pine Richland, the junior forward, each wear number 7, but they're wearing their own uniforms, so it shouldn't be much of trouble, especially with the bright green that Mill wears from the Rams. 9 goals for him in just 11 games played. Logan Ford wears number 8 for Team Blue. Cannon Mack is his school affiliation, 6 goals and 16 total points. Will Paragary wears number 10, North Allegheny senior, 20 points on the year, including 14 goals. Right there in the top 5 in goal scoring in Class AAA in the pre-All-Star portion. Michael Sawecki from Central Catholic is a senior, and he wears 21 for the dark jerseyed Team Blue. 10 goals and 16 total points for him. Ryan McClendon's number 22, the defenseman from Bethel Park. He's a senior as well. By the way, 34 seniors in this Class AAA All-Star game. 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. McClendon, 7 points from the blue line. Dane Martin from Central Catholic. 23 is his number. He has 6 points for the Vikings from the blue line. Drew Wilbert, one of 3 Wilberts in this game. 3 of the 4 Wilbert quadruplets made this contest from Peters Township. Wilbert, obviously a senior like his brothers Alex, and you'll hear later Eric. Drew with 2 shorthanded assists to lead the classification, plus 4 power play points, 17 total points for him. Tyler Putnam from North Allegheny made the squad. 36 is his number. He has 16 goals and 22 total points. Andrew Woomer from Upper St. Clair, the senior, 13 assists to go with 17 total points and 26 penalty minutes. He plays a hard-nosed game, does Andrew, and he also has 7 of his 17 points on the power play. Well-rounded first part of the season for Woomer. Mitchell Geinzer, his Upper St. Clair teammate, 25 points in 10 games. Geinzer wears number 53, and he has the best points per game average in AAA coming into this game with 2.5 even. Number 55 is Eric Wilbert on Team Blue, which means he'll be wearing black, the Peters Township alternate jersey. Wilbert, how about 18 points for him, including 7 goals, 1 power play goal, 3 power play assists. Joe Fulmer on defense for Team Blue, 6 goals to lead all defense in Class AAA at this point, and 11 points to lead all defenders. Hunter Ferguson from Peters Township, he's a senior. He wears number 78, 6 points, including 5 assists in 13 games played. One of the only 2 freshmen in this game, Cohen Bellsterling, number 88 from Seneca Valley, 8 points in his first 12 varsity outings, 27 penalty minutes, and 3 power play assists. One of the top guns in Class AAA is Josh Ripp, number 92, on the dark jerseyed blue team. Ripp of the Big Macs has 31 points and 19 goals. He's tied with Devin Rorick of Upper St. Clair for tops in the classification. And rounding out the skaters on Team Blue, number 98, Graham Cornelius of Mount Lebanon, 3 assists in 15 games played. In goal for Team Blue, Danny Stouffer from Pine Richland, the senior, has a 7-4-1 record and a .902 save percentage, plus 1 shutout in 12 appearances. Tyler Boyles, number 31, the senior from North Allegheny, 8-2 record, 2 shutouts to tie for the league lead, and a .922 save percentage. And finally, Austin Martin, number 50 of Mount Lebo, the other freshman in this game tonight. 3-6-1 record, but that belies his excellent numbers individually. How about a .912 save percentage for him and a 2.85 goals against average, plus 2 clean sheets. That'll do it for your lineups. Coming back after the ice cut, we'll have the opening face-off. 3 periods of play coming up in this All-Star Spectacular from the RMU Island Sports Center. I'm Matt Gajtka. Keep it right here on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page.
gentleman on the ice is David Haig of David Haig Photography. He is the official photographer of the PIHL. You can find all the prints and all the pictures that you want at davidhaigphotography.com. It's on your screen. He's the official photographer of the PIHL. Your introductions are coming up momentarily.
Go. The man you just heard was Brian Mitchell. I am Matt Gajtka. We are ticking down to the final of 4 games this evening. Well, it became this evening, started this afternoon, the PIHL All-Star Spectacular. And we will turn up the crowd mic so you can experience the PA introductions yourself here on the broadcast.
All-Stars for Team Blue. On the bench for Team Blue, head coach Anthony Ranko of Seneca Valley. Assistant coach Maverick Getford of Butler. And assistant coach Ryan Lamberger of Cannon McMillan. And now our players for Team Blue. Senior goaltender from Pine Richland, number 30, Danny Stouffer. Senior goaltender from North Allegheny, number 31, Tyler Boyles. Freshman goaltender from Mount Lebanon, number 50, Austin Martin. Senior defenseman from Cathedral Prep, number 6, Evan Sala. Senior defenseman from Bethel Park, number 22, Ryan McClendon. Senior defenseman from Central Catholic, number 23, Dane Martin. Senior defenseman from Pine Richland, number 77, Joe Fulmer. Senior defenseman from Peters Township, number 78, Hunter Ferguson. Senior defenseman from Mount Lebanon, number 98, Graham Cornelius. Senior forward from Cathedral Prep, number 7, Jordan Adams. Junior forward from Pine Richland, number 7, Charlie Bill. Senior forward from Cannon McMillan, number 8, Logan Ford. Senior forward from North Allegheny, number 10, Will Garagari. Senior forward from Central Catholic, number 21, Michael Suwicki. Senior forward from Peters Township, number 25, Drew Wilbur. Senior forward from North Allegheny, number 36, Tyler Putnam. Senior forward from Upper St. Clair, number 40, Andrew Woomer. Junior forward from Upper St. Clair, number 53, Mitchell Gainzer. Senior forward from Peters Township, number 55, Eric Wilbur. Freshman forward from Seneca Valley, number 88, Cohen Melsterly. Senior forward from Cannon McMillan, number 92, Josh Red. All right, fans, make some noise as we introduce the All-Stars for Team Gold. On the bench for Team Gold, head coach Mike Bagnato of North Allegheny. Assistant coach Jim McVeigh of Bethel Park. Assistant coach Jordan Yofflick of Pine Richland. And assistant coach Justin Basinski of Upper St. Clair. the players for Team Gold. Junior goaltender from Ken McMillan, number 1, Mario E. Brady. Senior goaltender from Cathedral Prep, number 21, Seth Faulkner. Senior goaltender from Peters Township, number 34, Alex Wilbur. Senior defenseman from Seneca Valley, number 2, Robbie Hay. Senior defenseman from Peters Township, number 14, Owen Barrett. Senior defenseman from Pine Richland, number 16, Jack Tyndall. Senior defenseman from Kenny McMillan, number 21, Christian Trottier. Senior defenseman from North Allegheny, number 68, Christopher Hanlon. Senior defenseman from Butler, number 73, Blake Sinicki. Junior forward from Bethel Park, number 7, Joey Juan Trisco. Senior forward from North Allegheny, number 8, Tyler Lavar. Senior forward from Pine Richland, number 10, Richard Weil. Senior forward from Upper St. Clair, number 19, Devin Rurich. Senior forward from Cathedral Prep, number 29, Jake Krasuski. Senior forward from Central Catholic, number 38, CJ Simeone. Sophomore forward from North Allegheny, number 43, Connor G. Sophomore forward from Upper St. Clair, number 55, Colton Shirey. Senior forward from Peters Township, number 56, Mark Lehman. Senior forward from Mount Lebanon, number 58, Bino Monaco. Senior forward from Pine Richland, number 92, Connor Salisbury. Senior forward from Kenny McMillan, number 93, Daniel Garber. Hey fans, let's hear it again for your 2020 PIHL Class-3A All-Stars. And now to honor America and those who serve her, please remain standing and direct your attention towards the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in them, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Fans, the PIHL promotes good sportsmanship and upholds the USA.
We're moments away from the face-off in the Class AAA All-Star Game here at the RMU Island Sports Center. I'm Matt Gajtka. Brian Mitchell's riding shotgun. We're looking forward to the fourth and final contest of the day this Sunday, January 26, 2020, as the teams get ready for the home stretch of the regular season, but not before taking the ice. In some cases, Brian, against teammates. That's always the one of the more interesting aspects of these games.
Absolutely, and I've traded in mats here, speaking of teammates. I'm going to see if my trade-up pays off for me here as we get our starters in net. Looks like Danny Stouffer for the blue team. This is the Dave Haig Photography goaltending switch, and it's going to be our favorite, Alex Wilbert. He has the 43 on the sleeves and the 34 on the back, sir.
It's tripped us up a couple of times already. It won't do that tonight. I know that the man wearing the Peters Township garb in the goal down to my left is Alex Wilbert. He is not 43, he is 34. Doesn't matter to you, I'll just use names.
Here we go.
As
Wilberts are
we
all out there.
move along. And leading scorer for Class AAA, Tyler Lamarck wins the opening draw. And Team Gold, wearing the white-colored jerseys, is in possession of the puck to start this game. We'll have 17-minute periods, just like we do in a regular season game, but no intermission. So we'll move along briskly this evening. Jordan Adams of Cathedral Prep tried to toss it off the end boards. It hopped past him, though. Now taken on by a member of the Peters Township Indians. That's Drew Wilbert, handing it off for a higher rising wrist shot by Evan Sala that went over the crossbar. Adams, wearing those sharp black and orange Cathedral Prep road jerseys, lost control. Here comes Team Gold, but the centering play from Khrushchevsky, also of Cathedral Prep, was blocked down in front. Mill chips it to the middle to his Pine Richland teammate Joe Fulmer. Fulmer, who has 6 goals from the blue line so far this season, ices the puck. He dumped it from just behind the red line. That'll bring the faceoff back down to our right, 47 seconds in.
Yeah, and it's starting to move a little bit quick here. Both teams trying to feel each other out. We mentioned it every game. A lot of these players don't get to play with each other that often, so there's going to be a melding period. But once they get going here in the All-Star game.
Woomer of Upper St. Clair, Andrew Woomer, clicks a pass off the tape of Eric Wilbert. Wilbert couldn't control, but Team Blue hoists this one up into the air off a stick. It'll be Eric Wilbert dragging it in, but well offside is Team Blue. Andrew Woomer was a couple of steps over the line. Referees are Resnick and Boyer. Yant and Gemiter are your 2 lines people. Christopher Hanlon of North Allegheny, NA leading Class AAA at the break. Colton Sheary trying to get around Hunter Ferguson of Peters Township, can't do it. But it's taken by Devin Rorick. Gave it up, but now taken at the line by Hamlin. Hamlin, bouncing play in on net from Colton Sheary of Upper St. Clair, and there's the first touch on the puck by the starting goalie for Team Blue, Danny Stouffer, or Stouffer, pardon me. Stouffer with a .902 save percentage, as I told you in the pregame ceremonies, in 12 starts. For the Rams, very successful in their return to Class AAA. The Rams are in playoff position in 6th place as we speak, 15 points, tied with Cathedral Prep. And Upper St. Clair also in playoff spot, 2nd place in fact. The only team ahead of them is North Allegheny, their North Hills rival. They're not North Hills rival. I was confused with Pine Richland there for a second. Upper St. Clair, though, has played very well. Impressive to see their league-leading offense. They're averaging nearly 5 goals per game coming into this one. Here's Team Blue and Mitchell Geithner, one of those high-octane Panthers, up ahead to a Big Mac. That's forward centering. Robbie Henn was there for Seneca Valley, and he'll put it out to the blue line. Lights just turned off over the ice. We still have the regular ones on, but the ones that were on for the introductions just disengaged, so it suddenly got a little darker in here.
A little less blue at the island.
Logan Ford for Belsterling, the freshman, but Team Blue is offside again. 14:42 to go in a scoreless game, first period.
Yeah, you're seeing these two teams go back and forth. Of course, you mentioned the teammates playing teammates, and every so often you're going to get a little bit of a treat of maybe somebody that lines another guy up just because he can at this point, and it's fun to see as we move along. And smaller division in AAA, so you're going to see a lot of players that play against each other a lot more often than everyone else.
And we'll get to the representation when we have a moment. Will Paragary lost control coming in over the Team Gold line. Here's Daniel Garver, one of the creative players on that top line for Cannon Mack. All 3 forwards on that top line for Ryan Lamberger, and Cannon Mack made this all-star game. Josh Ripp, Daniel Garver and Logan Ford. There's a toss out to center by Team Blue. But Simeone for Central Catholic calms things down. Found Tyndall. Gave it away in the middle, but Tyndall keeps charging, and Team Gold keeps it. Simeone over the line. He's got Tyndall and Garver in tow, but again, we have an offside call. A little disjointed, as you might expect, when there's no practice before this game. Teams and players are just trying to get the feel for each other in the opening period.
We were joking in the first couple games. The first game, of course, we had 3 power plays in the Class B game and 4 shorthanded goals and 1 power play goal. So these teams, you don't get an opportunity to practice that stuff, but a lot of these players are, your elite scorers on your squad. So I guess you just run and gun at that point and see what happens.
No shots on goal for either side yet. Trying to change that is Jordan Adams. His turning drive was deflected on the way. Khrushchevsky couldn't control for Team Gold, but here's Tyler Lamarck spinning and feeding, and it's a good one onto Khrushchevsky. Seeking out Connor Chee, but it's behind him, broken up by Pine Richland's Charlie Mill. 2 sevens on the ice right now for the team wearing the dark jerseys, but as I mentioned in the pregame, shouldn't be an issue because Jordan Adams of Cathedral Prep's in a black jersey and Charlie Mill of Pine Richland, the bright green of the Rams. Chee cross rink here. Khrushchevsky pulls it in. Khrushchevsky's wrist shot, a sharp one, but just missed the top right corner. Now Lamarck on the gather off the half wall. Lamarck checked hard there by Ferguson of Peters Township. Here's Mill, stick handling well in tight quarters. And an accurate pass up to Drew Wilbert. Wilbert finds Adams. Adams downshifts. Adams, lefty forward, circling the goal. Long shift for him. He'll go out to the point to Graham Cornelius of Mount Lebo. Adams clicks across rink, comes free for a wrister by Mill. That was off the shoulder of Alex Wilbert in goal for Team Gold. Trottier clears off a linesman. That benefited Team Gold, prevented an icing and leads to a 2-on-2 rush, and a wrister by Lamarck just missed the corner there. Khrushchevsky couldn't pull it around Cornelius with a fine stick check. Was the Blue Devil. He was sharp there. Woomer takes this aerial feed. Woomer's got Rip cutting down the middle, but it's broken up and taken away. 3-on-2 rush if Team Gold hurries. Sheary gets it back, goes cross rink for his Upper St. Clair teammate Devin Rorick, but he fanned on the one-timer. Maybe a stick got in the way too. Rip, Josh Rip, that's H-R-I-P, in case you're wondering. Circling the goal, scanning his options, finds a man at the point. That's Sawicki. Dane Martin, I should say, of Catholic Central. Central Catholic, rather, as here's Woomer now taking and spinning in front of the net. Sheary couldn't handle from Panther to Panther, but from one team to the other. Here's Devin Rorick now. Rorick, what a deke. Rorick shot, save made, rebound in the low slot, backhanded score. Team Gold's on the board.
Fino Monaco.
Monaco from Mount Lebo pounces on that loose puck. How about the move from Rorick, though, to free up some space and move in. Denny Stouffer made the initial save, but 3 saves, too much to ask. He even got the rebound, too, but the secondary follow-up was cashed in by Team Gold, 1-0 with 11:36 to go in the first.
Rorick's something else. He came into the zone with nothing but power and just came on net, threw that on Stouffer, and created a lot of chaos in front. And I've used the term controlled chaos all day today, and that's exactly what it was there. And Fino Monaco just being right in the right place at the right time was able to put it in past Stouffer, and it's 1-0 Gold. We have an 0-1 up on the board.
Well, it's all-star game for everybody, I suppose, trying to get adjusted. Lehman couldn't make a move there. Evan Sala stripped him behind the net. Sala, 6 points on the year from the Cathedral Prep blue line. But here's Mark Lehman taking it and wristing just wide of the net. A couple of times Team Gold has whistled one past the post. Richard Weil jams it down the wall. There's his Pine Richland teammate Salisbury off to Mark Lehman. What a howitzer to the top corner. The one-timer beating Stouffer to the shelf. 10:53 to go. Team Gold's got back-to-back goals. And it's Lehman, the big centerman from Peters Township, who pops it in from atop the left circle. What a shot.
Oh, mommy. He just wound up and had the ability at the top of the circle and just found that top corner over the glove of Stouffer. Wow, what a shot. 10:53 remaining first period. 2-0 Gold All-Stars.
And I've seen that shot now for 3 years down at Printscape Arena and rinks around Class AAA. Alex Wilbert, speaking of Peters Township, is looking at his mask down to our left in the Team Gold net. An equipment problem for the senior.
Looking at it, he's going to get it back on. That bucket will go on nicely.
was scored by number 58,
Well, Fenno Monaco and Mark Lehman have the early goals for Team Gold. Monaco's goal assisted by Shiri and Rorick. So no assist to Chi, apparently ruled that he didn't touch that puck in front on the rebound chance. Icing here against Team Blue. That'll bring the face-off back down to our right. I'm Matt Gajtka with Brian Mitchell. It's 2-0 Team Gold in this fourth and final game of the day. Privileged to be a part of it. We're glad you could be a part of it on YouTube. Bring it to you there on that platform so everyone can have access to the broadcast. Thanks to Dave Fryer and all the folks with the PIHL for being so hospitable. Especially this season, we've expanded our offerings here in terms of the Berg Hockey Live broadcast. Another icing here against Team Blue.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's it all started out with the dream, and bringing out all the the best of amateur hockey in Western Pennsylvania into one place, and I couldn't expect it to be where we are now, and here we are. We're talking broadcast of the All-Star game for the PIHL only 4 years in.
It all started with a dream. It sounded so poetic when you put it that way. I like that.
It's about all you'll hear from me poetic.
Headman pass for Will Paragary, cutting through. Team Blues trying to come back. Sawecki tried to flush it down the boards for Team Blue, but the Central Catholic forward was overcome there. Here's another 21, Christian Trottier. Trottier ducks in behind the goal. Trottier of Cannon Mac has Simeone in tow from Central Catholic. Couldn't make the play to him. It was broken up by Paragary. So many C's and A's out there on these jerseys tonight. Putnam, Deeks, Sawecki took the shot off the blocker hand of Alex Wilbert. Well, he's in the game now if he wasn't before, and that mask appears to be firmly fastened to his cranium. Simeone, lead pass for Garver, poked away. Man coming off the bench was Charlie Mill. Stealth attack there for Team Blue. Now Mill on his backhand, looking to cycle this puck in the corner, but lost command. Christopher Hanlon bounces one off the stick of Mill, who continues to be tenacious here. Mill putting in a hard-working shift. Will it pay off? Garver does clear for Team Gold, and it's back in the grasp of Drew Wilbert. Sees part for him a bit. Now he pulls up, centers it backhand, just wide from Jordan Adams. Adams and Wilbert appear to have some early chemistry here for the boys in the dark jerseys. Here's Adams again. Adams cutting in, slicing to goal, wrist shot, glove down by Wilbert. He hangs on to that loose puck at his feet. 8:56 left in the first. Still 2-0 Team Gold, and a nice fast-paced last few minutes here at the Island.
Yeah, Team Blue starting to bring it on a little bit here in the last couple minutes. It was a rough start for them. Team Gold seemed to have all the momentum, but Team Blue being able to come back and starting to get a little bit comfortable with each other. And with that being said, Gold's probably going to go do something awesome here.
Ryan McClendon of Bethel Park backhanded that one up. Bethel Park's got a couple of players on the squad. McClendon, one of them. Potent D-man. Where's number 22? Adams again centering this puck. It'll bounce out to his Cathedral Prep teammate in the neutral zone. Evan Sala settles things down. 6 players each for North Allegheny, Pine, Richland, and Peters Township as Adams cuts in. Adams to his backhand, right out in front, and it skipped right by a couple of teammates there, including Drew Wilbert, who couldn't make that play. Now it's Charlie Mill. Both Mill and Wilbert were right in front, and somehow it eluded both of their sticks. 3-on-2 rush back. Chi drops it. Lamarck lines one up and scores. 3-0 Team Gold. A little bit of a screen, maybe some interference run in front of the net, and it zipped by the shoulder of Stouffer, and there's a familiar sight from the first half of the season. Tyler Lamarck had 10 goals in his first 16 games and had one more in the All-Star game.
It's a tough start for Danny Stouffer, but you look at it, and the offensive firepower on the bench for Team Blue right now is insane. I want to go back to what led into that goal, though. On the opposite side, Jordan Adams just went through 3 defenders for the Gold team and made it all possible by not being able to get it on net, but coming back the other way. Allow them to come back and get Lamarck the puck there at the center.
Hockey can be a counterattack game sometimes, and it was there. Devin Rorick couldn't take this cross-rink dish from Monaco that was in his skates. Colton Shiri. Shiri spelled S-H-I-R-Y, no relation to the former Penguin. Now Eric Wilbert couldn't get it around his teammate, Owen Barrett, who's seen that move in practice, presumably. Fulmer backpedaling, pressured there by Monaco, who has the first goal of this game. Sheary comes off the wall. Look at those quick hands. Off to Tyndall. Big blast, and he just missed. Tyndall from the blue line, cranking one near goal, but not on goal. Eric Wilbert has a man. Rip cutting to the net. Rip takes it to the forehand. Stopped by Alex Wilbert, and no further play.
Good play by Wilbert there to get the pad over to the post. Got that skate to the post, I'm sorry. Rip just looking for any little movement there, and there was nothing there as he tried to stick it through and held on to by Wilbert, and will face off to the right of the net.
That's just not anyone that Alex Wilbert stopped. That's Josh Rip, who has 19 goals in 14 games this season to PACE AAA. Monaco wheeling, spitting, protecting, and finding Devin Rorick behind the net. Rorick has Monaco with him. Rorick tried to go on a solo mission, and he was dispossessed. Graham Cornelius broke it up. Rorick, though, takes it right back in the neutral zone. Rorick trying to make it a fourth goal for Team Gold. 6:45 and ticking to go in the first. 3-0 in favor of the young gentlemen in the white jerseys. Cohen Belsterling on the back pedal. Good little dish up the far board side, but Geinzer couldn't handle it cleanly. Tyndall breaking it out. Tyndall doing it all himself. Jack Tyndall put the pass between the two Panthers in the slot. Now a slapper off the sidewall by Devin Rorick, patted away by Stouffer. Battle for the puck there on this near side, and it'll be forward. Forward to Belsterling of Seneca Valley. Belsterling drags it ahead. He has Geinzer and Ferguson in tow, shooting off the outside of the net. And fooled a couple of the fans here at the Island Sports Center, but did not go in. Now Lehman already has a goal in this game. He's got Sheary making a break to the net. Lehman try to use that long reach to dangle past Cornelius, but no dice. Now Lehman shunts it up the near side. Trottier to Lehman. Has a little bit of time. Finds his man Hamlin out by the blue. Christopher Hamlin faked one way and then came back this side of the ice. Trottier the bank pass to Lehman. Lehman unable to get past Geinzer in the middle as the puck drifted off his stick. And it's Logan Ford. Ford shot from the right wing. Save made. Rebound Belsterling. Put that off the shoulder of Wilbert and up out of play. So Alex Wilbert's come up with the goods on 3 high-quality scoring chances in this opening frame. Wilbert, I mentioned he of the state championship as a freshman for Peters Township 3 years ago. Was injured earlier this season. He's only played 6 games. Out of the 6 goalies in this game, that's easily the fewest appearances. But a .918 save percentage, and he's presumably going to be head coach Rick Tingle's #1 man as we go down the stretch here in the second half of the season.
I do believe these are our last 2 state champion goaltenders here.
Yes.
So it was Stouffer last season and Wilbert a couple seasons ago.
And talking about AA, of course, in regards to Pine Richland and Stouffer. Double round robin in Class AAA, so you see everybody twice this year. Wild digging in, sets his edges, spins, and dish one behind the net. Looking for his teammate Salisbury, but he was unable to stick a fork in that one. Putnam. Sawicki follows up. Michael Sawicki in the distinctive purple and gold of the Central Catholic Vikings. Sawicki turning on his forehand, then tried backhand, but he ran into the huge presence of Sinicki. So Sawicki against Sinicki in the corner, and Sinicki comes out of there with it.
That's going to be a tongue twister.
I knew I had to take advantage of that. Here is Sinicki DeLone, member of the Butler Golden Tornado in this game. And he is a rangy, long-limbed defenseman. He owns that half of the ice, whichever half he's on. Garver picks this one off the wall. Garver has a man. Simeone, one-timer, and he scores. It's 4-zip. 4:07 left, and a quick turnover and a quick goal. Simeone lifts that one high into the twine. He's got 7 goals in the regular year. Adds one here. And Team Blues got to regroup.
It's tough. I mean, it's you look at the end of the period, you're going to get your goaltending changes and see what happens with the next goaltenders. We've seen it all so far. And you can't put any of this on Danny Stouffer. It's been all team goal, just opportunistic, getting up, getting the loose pucks and just firing what are basically unavoidable shots from the point.
Especially that one. There wasn't much of a chance on the push across. Stouffer tried to make himself big. Here's a chance to get one back. Oh, but Adams partially fanned on the one-timer. Charlie Mill put it in his wheelhouse, it appeared, but Adams just couldn't handle it. It would have been a half-open net Adams back. He's got Mill. Instead drops it. Drew Wilbert shooting on his brother Alex, and Alex makes the stop.
Scored by number 38, CJ.
Now I know that showdown has happened about 10,000 times in their lives. If you don't know the story of the Wilberts, it's quite interesting. All four of the quadruplets, including sister Katie, play on varsity this year. They've been the subject of a couple of profiles, including one by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette this year. And previously on USAHockey.com, it is quite the story. And they've all gotten on the board this year. Katie had a 2-goal game against Butler before the holiday break. Khrushchevsky kicks it ahead. It's a 2-on-1 for Team Gold. Khrushchevsky takes it, and it's stopped by Stouffer with that chest protector. He got out there on top of his crease and cut down the angle. But then Cornelius couldn't get it out. Chi stopped it there. Khrushchevsky centering. Lamarck tried to put it toward the front of the net, and that was headed off by Hunter Ferguson. Ferguson looking for his PT teammate, Eric Wilbert, and Rip overlaps and gets this one. Josh Rip, 3 minutes to go in the first period. No intermissions to speak of, just a quick break between periods in the All-Star game. Woomer once and twice, and he's stopped both times by Wilbert. Ferguson now drifting. Hunter Ferguson. Big number 78 for PT. Ferguson goes out that far side. Cornelius had cut toward the middle, though. And Cornelius hustles back to keep it alive. Right on the blue line. Khrushchevsky now finds Lamarck again. Team Blue keeps it in. Down 4-0, trying to make a rally happen, at least start a rally late in this first. Rip pivoting with that puck. Pinned to the wall by Tyndall. Woomer joins the fray. Woomer to the point. Dane Martin's shot redirected by Rip, and a stop made by Wilbert. Loose in the circle, and Tyndall will fire it off the glove of one of the Team Blue defenders. Dane Martin goes for an icing nonetheless. 2:14 left in the first. At least I thought it was off the glove of Martin. Might not have been. According to the linesman, it wasn't.
They're making saves on the benches. This is an all-star game. We already saw a couple saves off the benches today, so.
Colton Sheary wins this face-off against his fellow Upper St. Clair forward, Mitchell Geinzer. Geinzer, I mentioned, 2.5 points per game. That's the best among the leading scorers among anybody in Class AAA. 25 points in just 10 games. McClendon into the middle, wide open Belsterling, and he's robbed by Wilbert again. Alex Wilbert, he's not going to get a chance to hold this clean sheet if he has it past the intermission, but what a performance it's been in the opening, 15 and a half minutes of this game. Goaltending and offense in equal measure for Team Gold, but here's Team Blue back. Geinzer dragging past Sheary and passing it right through his other teammate, Rorick. But McClendon couldn't get it past Hamlin. Hamlin, head man for Rorick. Following up Monaco. Monaco's got Sheary on this near side. Monaco behind the back pass and did not hook up on that hopeful effort. Belsterling charging and pulling up at the top of the right circle. Belsterling of Seneca Valley, the freshman, ripped that and might have been tipped over the goal by Logan Ford, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. Rorick with a high toss, back into the Team Blue end. Stouffer shovels it away. Fulmer takes it on the move. Lehman's off the bench, and he yanks it back into the offensive zone. Mark Lehman spinning, but didn't get a lot on that pass, looking for Robbie Henn. Here comes Putnam for North Allegheny. Putnam's pass, Paragary wasn't looking for it. Otherwise, it would have been a 3-on-1. Instead, it goes for an icing.
Yikes, that's just bad luck right there on the pass. Putnam looking for Paragary. He just was not able to put it on his stick. Goes far enough for an ice there. It was a good golden opportunity to get it on the stick of Paragary, and alas, we have to go to the opposite end, to the left of Stouffer.
Might have been one of those rushes where you look away from the man with the puck for just a split second.
Here
Here's a chance
again
to make up for it, though. Paragary to Putnam. Putnam working in, and he scores! Team Blues on the board, and it's a couple of NA Tigers who hook up for the icebreaker with 36.9 seconds to go in the opening stanza. Tyler Putnam from Will Paragary.
I think I've seen that fish before. I think so. I mean, Putnam's just been doing that all season. He's just dominant right now. When you get the puck on his stick all in and alone, that's what he's been pulling off. He had a 5-goal game, the one game I was covering him a couple weeks ago against Central Catholic.
That's one thing I have not seen in person in 5 years of calling PIHL high school hockey. Alex Wilbert melts this one down, and Alex, I'm sorry if you feel like I jinxed you if you're watching this after the fact. more specifically if your family is watching this after the fact. Hey, it's been a heck of a first period nonetheless, and it took a breakaway from one of the top guns in Class AAA, Putnam, who has 16 in the first portion of the season, 16 goals that is, to go with 6 assists. Putnam just opened up the 5-hole with that move across the top of the crease and neatly stuck it into the net. Paragary to the middle. Lehman gloves this one down. Lehman looks and goes back against the grain to Barrett, tees one up, kicked out by Stouffer right to Lehman, but he wasn't ready for it. A little too much heat on that rebound. Team Gold keeps it alive. Lehman trying to reach in against Sawicki, and the buzzer sounds, ending period number 1. 5 goals on the board, 4 of them for Team Gold. 5 different goal scorers in that first period. Monaco, Lehman, Lamarck, and Simeone for Team Gold, and then we had Putnam for Team Blue right before the buzzer at the end of that first period. We're going to have our David Haig photography goaltending change.
Yeah, it's going to be Mario Iafrate and Tyler Boyles coming on for the two squads, the respective squads, both having solid seasons on the year. Of course, every period it's a David Haig photography goaltending change. David Haig Photography, the official photographer of the PIHL. Find him on davidhaigphotography.com. Get your prints, get your pictures, everything that you would want from the All-Star game.
Let's hit the pause button here on the All-Star game and look at the first half standings. I keep saying first half. We're well past the first half. It's more like the first 2/3.
Absolutely.
In fact, North Allegheny has already played 16 of 20 regular season games. NA, though, with a record of 13-2-1, they have 27 points. Tops in the league. That's 6 points clear of Upper St. Clair. 10-3-1 is the Panthers' record. And then you have Seneca Valley at 9-5-1 in third with 19 total points. Ken and Mac with 18 points. Bounce-back season for the Big Macs under first-year head coach Ryan Lamberger. And Peters Township with 16 in fifth. Pine Richland and Cathedral Prep tied for sixth with 15 points. And down there in the 8th spot, Bethel Park tied with Mount Lebo. Top 8 out of 11 make it to the postseason. We have about a month to go, and if you're wondering about all these playoff permutations and clinching scenarios and elimination scenarios, our man Mitch, the man to my right, Brian Mitchell, has all of that set for you every week on berghockey.com.
Usually it's released on Sunday night, but alas, I am sitting here calling 4 games. You guys are going to get them tomorrow morning. How's that sound? I called off work tomorrow.
Just for that?
You can tell my boss because I already requested and told him why. But no, just for the purpose of getting some sleep after this past weekend. I've been chained to this RMU Island Sports Center with Robert Morris and here. This is game number 8 for me in 3 days. Let's do this.
This is the final of 8 for Mitch, right? 2 doubleheaders.
Oh, no.
Friday and Saturday. And then 2 doubleheaders coming up tomorrow and Tuesday. We'll get to that in just a moment as we're back to live action. Centering play, score! Team Blues got another one, and it's Jordan Adams popping it in from point-blank range. What a little pass there from Drew Wilbert out of the corner. And, well, this line's been buzzing. Adams, Mill, and Drew Wilbert, and they do connect in the opening 12 seconds, in fact, of period number 2.
Well, I missed that one because I was trying to change the period marker on your scoreboard. So I'm going to look on the replay. It's coming up right now.
A flip forehand from Adams to the shelf.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful goal by Adams.
Luckily, one of us was watching. That's all it really takes. That's why we have a 2-man team. Drew Wilbert again, trying to make it a third goal. Off to Adams, back to Drew. Oh, he couldn't shovel it into the open net.
That was Christian Trottier all day, keeping that puck from going in the net. There were 2 sticks coming in on it. He was able to shuffle that away from the goal line. It was ticketed to go wide, but there was maybe a possibility of somebody tipping it in.
Simeone on the move. It's 4-2 now, and inches from 4-3. Adams ran into resistance in the form of Jack Tyndall, but there's the overlapping man, McClendon. McClendon couldn't leave it there for Drew Wilbert, and a great job. It's amazing how many times teammates have gone up against each other in one-on-ones today. But here's a pass to the front. Simeone just slugged it wide. A centering pass from below the goal line, nets off its moorings behind North Allegheny's Tyler Boyles. We just saw down to our right, though, Ryan McClendon trying to make a move for Bethel Park, and who was the man in his way but the guy also wearing the black and orange of Bethel Park, Joey Juan Driscoll, to break it up. So the D-man was trying to create offense, but the forward back-checked and broke it up. Maybe I'm easily amused, but I enjoy those interactions there. I know they do, too.
A lot of times you only get to see it at the All-Star games.
Krzyzewski's shot. Oh, Boyles mishandled off the goal stick, but no harm there as he got some help from his defender Evan Sala of Cathedral Prep. Boyles, .922 save percentage and 2 shutouts in the pre-All-Star portion of the season. The senior for North Allegheny, looking like the #1 guy for the Tigers at the top of the standings. Khrushchevsky back to Chi. Maybe Boyles got a piece, but I think Chi just hammered it wide, looking to go against the grain. Skating right, he shot it left, but a little too left. Woomer, too soft up the wall. That's Khrushchevsky of Cathedral Prep. Jake Khrushchevsky off to Tyndall. Slams one wide of the net right through the blue paint. Sala picks it up. Rink wide dish. Bounces off the stick of Eric Wilbert. Now Rip following on though. Team Blue keeps it alive. Team Blue gave up the first 4 of this game, but they have the last 2. Eric Wilbert burrowing into the corner against his Peters Township teammate Owen Barrett. To the line. Cornelius couldn't get it through. It was blocked by Chi. Khrushchevsky tried to go right back to Chi, but the quick counter didn't materialize. 14:44 to go in the second. 4-2, Team Gold. Gold wearing the light colored jerseys and Team Blue in the dark. And here is Team Blue. Wilmer, wide open man. Eric Wilbert's robbed by Iafrate. Mario Iafrate of Cannon Mac makes his presence known. Wilmer gets it right back, and he scores a beautiful one-touch pass from Eric Wilbert, and it's 4-3.
You know, there's one thing I wanted to say this entire broadcast, and I get the opportunity to say it right now. Okay, Woomer. Yeah, dad jokes all around. No, Woomer getting that opportunity in front. Beautiful give and go in front. And what just put away by Woomer to make it 4-3 here. I had that one sitting in my back pocket. I was hoping I got to say it.
Well, more than okay play for Andrew Woomer, that's for sure. He and Eric Wilbert worked the 2-man game there.
Mm-hmm.
And both Wilbert brothers, who are skaters in this game, have assists, primary assists in this second period. 14 minutes to go in the second. So much time left in this one, and it feels like we're a long way from reaching any kind of conclusion. Geinzer to Cornelius, 7 goals on the board. If you like offense, this is the game for you so far. Hanlon, Christopher Hanlon gathers, finds Hen. Accurate breakout pass to Lehman. A lot of room for the huge centerman to skate into. Lehman, but the puck got caught in his skates, and Cornelius poked it away from him. Behind the net, it's Rorick. Devin Rorick, 19 goals on the year. Lehman kicks it to his stick, near side. Hen. Robbie Hen from Seneca Valley. To Lehman. Cycle game on. Lehman gets it back on the give and go. Kicked out by Boyles. Rorick turns to shoot. That's blocked by Geinzer. To the line. Hen wristing. Redirected. Still loose at the side of the net. And it'll be picked up by Rorick. Rorick downshifts. Hen right to the front. Ferguson picked off that shot pass, but couldn't clear. And then Boyles bails him out with a poke check. Rorick was right there to try to steal that one away. Lurking like a shark. Ford, the captain of Cannon Mac, sends it ahead. Chance to tie it up for Team Blue. But a cross-ring pass from Geinzer. Saucers away from Belsterling of Seneca Valley. Belsterling, great job on the back check to rip it away from Sheary. Belsterling to the left side. McClendon lowers the shoulder. Got in there against Blake Sinicki. 2 huge defenders going one-on-one. Now it's Ford. Sharp angle shot on his teammate Iafrate, who absorbs it into his belly pad. 12:42 to go in the second. 4-3 Team Gold, but 3 in a row now for Team Blue.
Just to remind you, this game was 4-1 at the end of one. It was actually 4-0.
4-0, yeah.
At one point, and Team Blue finally putting it together, starting the meld here, and coming back and getting within 1 here with 12 minutes remaining.
Goes without saying, it is an all-star game, but there's enough firepower on Team Blue to make it a game. And by the way, shots were 9-9 in the first period. Team Blue has 4 of the first 5 here in the second. So it hasn't been an especially busy night for the goaltenders, but the chances they faced have been gold-plated, as you might imagine.
As I say, you don't really play too much defense in an all-star game. You're playing, you don't want to jump in front of a shot and get hurt in one of these, so you're going to get a lot of golden opportunities. The goaltenders usually getting beat off of a pretty good play, pretty plays and such, and the skill to dictate what happens with the scoreboard.
As far as goaltending goes, you do your best in a game like this, and you hope maybe you can rob one, like we saw Alex Wilbert do in the first period.
All-star games, you want to get named as a goaltender, then you don't want to get named as a goaltender.
maybe you want to get named, but you don't really look forward to the
Yeah.
playing so much. It's
Yeah.
more the honor of being there. But some goalies could take it as an invigorating challenge. I suppose it depends on the personality there. Tyndall, of course, none of it counts for anything except for fun and games and personal pride, of course. Salisbury to the front for Team Gold, and a cut to the net from Monaco, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Putnam now gathering it in and turning on the Jets. Putnam got around a man and shot it short side. Friday made the save. Barrett could not contain Putnam, and Putnam soared right past him for the scoring chance. Tyndall wristing off the end boards. Adams unable to poke that free. This is Salisbury now. Salisbury's pass to the middle, and there's another man in green. It's Charlie Mill. Mill of Pine Richland left it there in his wake for Adams. Adams to Drew Wilbert after Adams made another breathtaking deke on that left side. Adams showing off the hands, and he's got the wheels too. I recall him last year too, really came on in the second half for Cathedral Prep.
See, Cathedral Prep, you have to play. If you play football, you don't play hockey in the first half. So he's joined mid-season.
Right.
So it's he gets the second half. He's always been better because he hasn't played in the first.
And what a weapon to bring in if you are Cathedral Prep. Simeone has a goal in this game. Simeone had some trouble with that puck bringing it in over the line, but he eventually did. Ice still looks okay. Not even midway through this game. Hanlon drags it past Adams. Hanlon put it off the glass. Drew Wilbert, quick up. Too quick and too far for Mill to latch on to. 10-10 to go in the second period, and we have an icing call here at the RMU Island Sports Center, which gives us a great opportunity to talk about the upcoming broadcasts on berghockey.com. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow. Mitch will be live for you. 7 and 9 o'clock are our two games, Armstrong against Baldwin, and then Thomas Jefferson and South Park.
I actually want to let you know about that first one, that first game at the Ice Castle Arena. If we cannot get service, I will be recording that for an upload.
Oh,
so
there you go.
there's
So it might not be live.
It's going to be live, but it will be recorded for an upload for us here. And then following
that, Tuesday, I'll be on site with Brian Mitchell. It'll be a two-man team once again. Peters Township hosting Seneca Valley. Two of the past three Penguins Cup champions go toe-to-toe. And then Cannon Mac hosting Mount Lebanon. Those are both at Printscape Arena in South Point, PA.
our features writer, Alan Saunders, is mad at me right now. He just sent me a text message saying that he was going to use OK Woomer as the article title, and then I just told him that I used it on the goal call.
Oh, he could still do it.
He could still
Come
do
on.
it.
There are no rules here on Berg Hockey Live, and there is Woomer making a play to the middle, but it skips right by a couple of Team Blue teammates, including Eric Wilbert, who just set him up for the goal that made it 4-3. Clearing a attempt by Cornelius, gave it away to Chi, and he put it off the body of Boyles. Another NA on NA shot attempt, and Boyles again gets the better of the attacker. Woomer lost it to Trottier of Cannon Mac. I love that the players are wearing their regular team uniforms. Makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get every once in a while you get those new jerseys and they get to try them out, but it's good to see them in their regular jerseys representing their team. This is an all-star game at the end for the for the players, but also the associations that brought these players up and basically let them hone their games as a member of their team.
Rips it in, 4-all. How about that? A 4-goal burst for Team Blue, and Josh Ripp pantomimes felling his Team Blue teammates with the butt end of his stick/rifle. We can call him the rifleman. Josh Ripp, 19 goals in the regular year, and pops one in here for unofficial number 20. And what a snipe that was on Mario Iafrate. Talk about bragging rights. How about bragging rights within the team room?
Absolutely, and I was speaking of the team, representing the teams that, created them, and that was the celebration. Here we go.
4-4, the first 4 to Team Gold, the most recent 4 to Team Blue.
2 years ago, we had celebrations every goal in AAA, and I was upset that they didn't bring them back last year, but looks like they're starting to have a little bit of fun out there and having a good time. Celebrations, they'll bring up the scoring too.
That's right. It gives you a little extra motivation. Devin Rorick put that headhunter over the crossbar. I think it was off the shoulder or maybe even ticked off the mask of Tyler Boyles.
At 8:41.
Oh, your man Woomer has a goal and an assist now.
Yes, he does.
And Belsterling gets his feet chopping. Logan Ford thought he was going to get a pass there. He has to stop up and cut back into the neutral zone to tag up and get Team Blue on side. Geinzer, Belsterling has some room, finds Geinzer, back to Belsterling. Maybe one too many there because Geinzer had Iafrate lunging. That had all the looks of 5-4 for Team Blue. 4 unanswered for Team Blue as it is, and they appear to have Team Gold on the run at the moment. But here's Colton Sheary trying to change that. The centering play to Rorick. Oh, and McClendon nearly put it in his own net, but he chopped it wide on the back-checking effort. Ford has Belsterling with him. McClendon steps up ice. McClendon's been up in the attacking zone more than he's been in the defending zone so far, and hey, why not? McClendon can make a few plays. 4 goals, 7 total points in his first 13 games this year, and he's shown that as a varsity player. Multi-year career at Bethel Park. Lehman tees it up. That was blocked before it got to the net. Dane Martin rejected it. Central Catholic blue liner. Belsterling pulled it past 10. Belsterling to his backhand. Ran out of room. Belsterling still now trying to tuck it in. He did!
Jesus.
Oh, my! We've seen a goal like that from Mario Lemieux back in the day. That's what that reminded me of. The tuck job for Belsterling.
They should be chanting he's a freshman because that was a goal scorer's goal. He waited, he made Iafrate go down, chase him around, wait till he was out of the cage, then come back inside and tuck it around him. He's a freshman, folks.
Well, now you see why he made the All-Star game. He's the only freshman skater in this one, and he just proved his medal as if he really did need to. He didn't because he's been excellent in the first part of the season for Seneca Valley.
It was such an impressive goal, I accidentally gave him 2 on the scoreboard.
Feels like it should be worth 2. And, hey, he proved my call wrong. I said he ran out of room. He did not run out of room. He found the way to tuck that home. Now Wild for Team Gold. They could be a little shocked right now as Monaco calls for it in the slot. Monaco now makes a drive-by. He ends up in the corner. Sinicki shooting and just missed. Big rebound, and he scored. Popped in for a 5-5 tie by Richard Wild of Pine Richland. Opportunistic. Boyles reaching back, but these end boards, especially the kick plates at the Island Sports Center, are very lively, and that's where that initial shot hit, and it didn't give Boyles much of a chance to come over, and Wild was accurate from the side.
Oh boy, we have a barn burner here. This is a fun game to be calling. You don't know what's going to happen next.
Well, I came in here wanting to call goals. I'm getting to call some goals. 10 total.
We just passed the halfway point of the game, so.
Yeah, just barely. Good thing I'm only calling 1. Could have done what my compatriot Matt Popchuk did. He had a couple of games, plus the end of Class B as well. Monaco overwhelmed there. It looked like it was close to a penalty, close to being a hold, but now Sinicki takes it. Wild hangs on to it. Wild to Sinicki shooting. Boyles the stop, and the loose puck gathered in by Sala. He's got Putnam making a beeline up the ice, but Sala will carry it through in over the blue line. Ran into trouble there. Trottier takes it, flips it just out over the blue line. And that's where Sawicki will send it back deep. Trottier cross rink to Sinicki. Juan Driscoll in a 5-5 tie. Juan Driscoll, how about that move on his backhand side? He pulled it between his legs and then snapped it off all in one motion. Boyles had to be alert to kick that out, and he just barely did. Drew Wilbert intercepted at center, but given right back to Team Blue. Hill, score! Or pardon, Mill, I should say. Charlie Mill shoots it in from the inner edge of the right circle. And there's another one of your choreographed celebrations. It is 6-5, Team Blue.
I wasn't paying attention to the goal because I saw the hit in the middle. Tyndall and Fulmer absolutely lit up each other up in the neutral zone around center line, and all of a sudden I hear you call Mill down here. 6-5 is your score. I'm watching the replay now. Oh dear, Mill.
Short side.
Wow, what a shot. And there's a celebration. Camera goes out for a second and back in because we had to reset it.
We're all good to go again. Drew Wilbur driving wide. Almost tried to bank that in, it appeared, off of Via Friday, but didn't happen for him. Adams waiting. Adams to Mill. Mill looking for a deuce, but that's off a leg in front.
It gave the goal to Adams. But
Right, well, there are 2 sevens on Team Blue, but again, Mill is the one in green. Adams is the one in the black and the orange. Simeone, drop pass, Wondrisco. Try to go back to Simeone on a 2-on-2 rush. Some offensive creativity there from Team Gold, as you would expect, with all the high scorers out there, but that didn't happen. 6-5 Team Blue. And it's Mill again, shooting off the pad of Via Friday, maybe shooting for a rebound there. He had Adams backside, but Adams was tied up. Drew Wilbert again, great shift for this line. His shot going 5-hole, but that's padded out by Via Friday. Lead pass, Kruszewski's gonna be able to get there to beat out the icing possibility. Kruszewski to Wondrisco. Not in his wheelhouse, and Wondrisco couldn't handle or even kick it to his stick. Hen with a backhand sauce pass to Sinicki. 4 minutes to go in the second period. It is 6-5 in favor of the team wearing the dark jerseys. We're calling them Team Blue tonight. Kruszewski has a trailer in Hen, but couldn't get it through a couple of bodies. Picked off by Josh Ripp of Ken and Mac. Cross rink right side to Eric Wilbert. Now Ripp shooting. Friday couldn't hold on to it, as it was free in the blue paint for a moment. Ripp centering, Woomer couldn't get the shot off. Ripp back in front. Eric Wilbert put it wide of the net from point blank. Kruszewski with 3.5 left in the second. Couldn't clear. Woomer once more. Woomer missed the target from 25 feet out. Lamarck yanks it free. Kruszewski, one-touch pass across, too far for Chi of North Allegheny. Connor Chi, the sophomore, taps it down. Chi, elusive, putting on the speed and nearly put that one in, but it bounced off of a body in front. Kruszewski was there. McClendon of Bethel Park whipped it right between a couple of forecheckers for Team Gold, and it's Eric Wilbert. Wilbert against Hanlon. Hanlon blocked it aside, but right back in the possession of number 55 for Peters Township. Centering play goes right past Woomer. Now McClendon, fan on the shot. McClendon gets it right back, and he put it off the glass. Missed everything with that drive. Eric Wilbert. Dane Martin stepped up, but Lehman ran right through him, and a chance. Could have been a 3-on-1, but Lehman dropped his stick. Kruszewski still a 2-on-1. Rorick open. Boyles makes the stop, and he hangs on to the loose puck.
The smile on Rorick's face right now. Oh man, when he got robbed there, he just started laughing immediately. Boyles with that glove. Boyles just something else. His first varsity season in his senior year. Of course, Richie Carapandi was in net for North Allegheny last season, but wow, he is a story right now.
Boyles wanted to go, or pardon me, Rorick wanted to go up the ladder on Boyles. And Boyles seemed to be ready for it. Geinzer open, and he couldn't snipe short side. He had just a fraction of room on that near post, but would have taken an absolutely perfect shot. Instead, he ripped it into the netting. That's out of play. Shots are 13-9 in favor of Team Blue. Team Blue has 5 of the 6 goals in this second period, after it was 4-0 late in the first in favor of the other guys, Team Gold. Team Blue attacking the net down to our right here at the RMU Island Sports Center. I'm Matt Gajtka with Brian Mitchell alongside, as he often is, Bellsterling. The drag move, and dangerous for a moment there as it was deflected softly over the net. Mario Iafrate, the goaltender, had to be wary of it. Could have easily dropped over his shoulder if he wasn't aware. Lehman ices this unintentionally for Team Gold. Again, no intermissions, so we'll just keep this broadcast rolling after the second period. I was getting to school representation in a bit. I'll address that fully here at the break. Ferguson, shooting, save, rebound. Iafrate snaps it up with a glove hand. I think Putnam was the one who got that backhand away, but Mike Sawicki of Central Catholic was there too.
For a big body Iafrate has reflexes like a cat. Like, he's probably one of the best pure reflex goaltenders at that size that I've seen in a while.
Ferguson dumped it down low on the face-off win by Team Blue, trying to add to their 6-5 lead. Not going to happen here, though. Richard Wild, maybe it will happen here. Paragary takes it right away from him. Tyndall, off the bank pass from Owen Barrett, up to Wild, but he couldn't control as he burst out over the defending blue line. Wild, and now Tyndall joins up. Under a minute to go in the second period. Putnam controlling that puck with one hand on the stick. Putnam whips that backhand toward the side of the net. It was deflected in behind. Cornelius shooting and nearly nailed Sawicki in the chest. Sawicki did well to get out of the way of it and tried to deflect it in all in one motion. Putnam from the sidewall. Putnam has some room. One-timer by Paragary, and Iafrate read that like a book. Beautifully over. That's some solid goaltending right there. Putnam has a chance again. That's blocked. Point of attack by Monaco of Mount Lebo. And now Monaco's charging ahead. Monaco takes it from Salisbury. Monaco over the net. Maybe off of Boyles' right arm. Hard to tell. No, they're saying it was shot directly out of play, are the referees. So the face-off will be coming up out in the neutral zone. Yes, it will. I thought for a moment they were going to turn back on that, but it'll come right outside the blue line. 10.1 seconds to go in the second period. I brought my scorebook to fill. I don't know why I bothered. I'm running out of room already.
I laughed whenever I saw it.
They only give me 14 spots. We have 11 goals on the board. Salisbury shooting long range just as that buzzer sounds. Ending period number 2. It was 4-1 Team Gold after 1. It is now 6-5 Team Blue after 2. And I teased it just a moment ago, so let's talk about the schools that are represented here today. We have North Allegheny, Pine, Richland, and Peters Township with 6 apiece. Upper St. Clair and Cathedral Prep have 4 each in this game. Cannon Mac has 5 in this one. 3 each for Mount Lebo and Central Catholic. 2 apiece for Bethel Park and Seneca Valley, and 1 for the Butler Golden Tornado. Seniors make up 34 of the roster spots. That's 34 out of a total 42. 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. There's your housekeeping. Now it's time for another goaltending change going into the third period. Brian Mitchell.
Brought to you by Dave Haig Photography. DaveHaigPhotography.com. You will find in net coming freshman Austin Martin. Pay attention to him. He is a dynamic goaltender. It's a little rough as a freshman to come in as a netminder in AAA, but you've seen it the last couple seasons with some of these netminders. He's played very well so far for Mount Lebanon, and on the opposite side is Seth Faulkner for the Erie Cathedral Prep Ramblers. So pay attention to that. We got 2 new tendies here for the final period of the All-Star afternoon.
/ evening now. You've been here since before noon, and now it is dark outside. Adams wristing to start period number 3. So Team Blue coming off of a 5-goal second period, trying to make it another one. Adams on the rebound, couldn't backhand it past his Cathedral Prep teammate, Seth Faulkner. From the side, it's Charlie Mill. Pass to no one in particular on this near wing. Garver slows it down. Garver of Ken and Mack, the lofted play over the top of Khrushchevsky of Cathedral Prep. Dane Martin over to Adams, wheels it through the neutral zone, but just slightly ahead of Drew Wilbert. Wondrisco pokes it free. Wondrisco has Garver going to the goal, but Wondrisco couldn't stick handle past his Bethel Park teammate, Ryan McClendon. Again a turnover though. Robbie Henn shooting, and Robbie Henn, who has no points in the season, defensive specialist, but came that close to tying this one up 6-6. Adams here, again trying that slick forehand deke, but didn't work this time. Jordan Adams pursues here, and it's Mill picking it off. Mill, who had a goal in the second period. Rounds the net, comes out the far side. Mills behind the back pass, Henn intercepts, and then he partially fanned on that lead pass. Henn follows up, though, to get it to Khrushchevsky. Khrushchevsky through the legs of Wondrisco, but right through to Garver. Garver's shot, and the first save made by Mount Lebo freshman Austin Martin, who has a .912 save percentage. I mentioned just the 3 wins in the first half, but he's doing all he can .285 goals against and 2 shutouts for the 9th grader. Ice getting a little choppy here as Drew and Eric Wilbert work their way over the line, but Drew mishandled. Puck getting a little sticky with no ice cut here after 2 periods. Lamarck wanted to put that between the skate and the stick of Evan Sala, but Sala had seen that move before apparently. Fulmer to Woomer. And Woomer, the Upper St. Clair captain, gunned it right by Hanlon. Here's Josh Ripp on the move. Ripp stopped in close quarters. Now Ripp centers Woomer, and that's off the leg of Trottier in front. Clutch block. Otherwise, that looked like it was going to be 7-5, Team Blue. Woomer back on it again. 14:36 to go in regulation time. Eric Wilbert on it. Eric Wilbert, 7 goals, 18 total points. 3 power play assists for Eric Wilbert. And he has nearly identical numbers to his brother / fellow quadruplet, Drew Wilbert. Funny how that works. They usually play on the same line together for Rick Tingle's Peters Township Indians. Fulmer in front, and Karem's home. That might be Fulmer's goal, although Eric Wilbert is celebrating, and we have a bobsled-style celebration, or maybe a canoe. Yes, it will end up being a canoe. 14:07 to go in the 3rd period. Didn't think I'd be calling water sports this evening. 7-5, Team Blue.
It's frozen water, Matt.
That's right.
It's frozen water. It's just a different form of water.
And hey, the McPhail Boathouse is just across Grand Avenue here on the island, the home of the RMU rowing team.
Absolutely.
And we are in the middle of a river, so we'll take it. We'll allow it. 7-5, Team Blue, a dynamite comeback in this one. It looked like they were disheveled and discombobulated in that first period, but of course, this being an all-star game, even more unpredictable than what we usually see in PIHL, which is still rather unpredictable. We'll see who they give it to. It is Fulmer. It bounced in off of a team goal defender in front. Tough intro to the game for Seth Faulkner of Cathedral Prep, but that's the way it goes. Belsterling now looking to add an 8th for Team Blue. Behind the back pass to Ford and a high rising shot, but easily cradled by Faulkner, standing up on his skates there. 13:38 left in the 3rd. But now Team Gold's got to get their rally skates on.
They are on the back of their heels, I guess, at this point. They got them on their heels, if it's such a thing on skates.
Geinzer to the front, and that slid by Belsterling. Belsterling might have the best goal of this game. Had a couple beauties, including some great combination play, which I love to see. Doesn't all have to be individual efforts, even in an all-star game setting. Belsterling clips this pass to Ford. He's stripped, but got it right back with help from Belsterling out near the blue line. Cornelius shooting, got some momentum into that with a skating move, but missed the target. Ferguson cutting down the wall. Ferguson against Lehman, his PT teammate. Here's Owen Barrett, also Peters Township, firing a pass ahead to Sheary. Here are 2 Panthers of Upper St. Clair. Sheary couldn't get the pass through on the backhand. Graham Cornelius of Mount Lebo got in the way. Tyndall, wow, he got all that slapper, but he put it about a foot over the crossbar. Now Barrett shooting off the leg of Mark Lehman. Doesn't appear to be too stung by that one. Now Barrett cracks it across the ice, looking for Lehman again. Lehman scored as part of that 4-goal burst early for Team Gold, and man, does he get a lot on those wrist shots. He missed there on the cut to the middle. Rorick to Sheary. Back to Rorick. Oh, he had a goaltender leaning for a moment, but Austin Martin recovered to make the kick save. Belsterling with 12:15 to go in the 3rd period. Cohen Belsterling. Logan Ford. Knocked it in behind. Belsterling pulls it free, has Ford in the slot. Geinzer at the far post. Now Geinzer will take this whiff clearance from Wild. McClendon using the long stick and long reach to pull that puck around Rorick. Geinzer shooting, sharp angle shot, save made, loose puck, forward to the blue paint, and it's cleared away by Barrett of Team Gold. Ford has Geinzer cross rink. Ford, one more chance, wristing off the shoulder. Again, standing up there is Faulkner. Appears to like to stay on his skates. Up ahead, Rorick, splitting the D. Devin Rorick off the outside of the goal, maybe. Don't know if Martin got a piece. Wild couldn't pull it past Putnam. Putnam back in a 7-5 game in favor of Team Blue. That's now 6 of the last 7 for Team Blue. Putnam stick-handled himself into the side wall and lost control. Vino Monaco in a bid for number 2 in the game, but he's stopped by Martin. There's Blue Devil on Blue Devil crime there. Monaco again. Monaco has Wondrisco in the middle. In front, Karam's home. 7-6, and it's Wild on the doorstep. Apparently shoving it past Martin. And again, it's a 1-goal game.
If he didn't, there was another opportunity on the opposite side of the post, and it was definitely Wild there with that one. Make it 7-6 here, 10:51 remaining, third period.
So you were saying there were how many power plays in the Class B game? There were 4? So we've had...
No, 3 power plays, 4 shorthanded goals, and a power play goal.
Oh, there you go.
In the third period alone.
Well, it's all but even strength, 13 even strength goals, and just 1 play, maybe close to a penalty. Very clean All-Star Classic here today, at least in Class AAA. Khrushchevsky will take his time. Out to Hen. Team Gold needs 1 more to level it. Wild's got 2. Amazingly, Richard Wild is the only player in this game with multiple goals. We have 13 on the board. But here's Putnam. He's going to try to change that. He already has 1. Putnam against Sinicki. Putnam, score! He put it in Sinicki's skates and then shoved it past Faulkner from the top of the crease. 8-6, Team Blue.
What do we got this time? Bowling.
Using the glove.
Got the bowling celebration.
As the bowling ball. Okay, now we're getting the celebrations revved up. I like it. And my score sheet is officially full, as if there were any remaining suspense there. 14 on the board, 8 for Team Blue. Find it funny that Anthony Rako is one of the coaches. His Seneca Valley team likes to play it tight and close to the vest. When was the last time he's been on the bench for a 14-goal game? Long shot from Charlie Mill, sticked away by Faulkner. Putnam's got his 2nd of the game. Here's Garver now. Garver, a little backhand tug job, but in front of the net, only defenders were there. Here's Wondrisco stealing in front to Garver, and he couldn't get it past the stick of Austin Martin. Lead pass from Drew Wilbert up to Adams. Jordan Adams. Love his change of speed, but that time he couldn't make it happen on the forehand move. Poked off of Drew Wilbert's blade. But Garver and Khrushchevsky couldn't connect. Trottier pops it deep. 9.5 left in an 8-6 game. The team in dark jerseys, Team Blue, is in charge right now. That could change in a hurry. Adams takes it from Sala, but Adams lost it. Khrushchevsky, Garver, back to Khrushchevsky, scores! 8-7. More unselfish play, this time from Team Gold. They take care of business after the turnover just near the line. And, well, 2 Ramblers of Cathedral Prep couldn't get it out. And then it's Khrushchevsky finishing it off on the attacking end just seconds later.
Yeah, there really wasn't much to say about that one. It was just your basic give and go, and then a goal afterwards. 9:17 remaining in third period here. It's 8-7. I've called 4 games. You're not going to get much more out of me. That's goal number 15 in this one.
I'm just amused by the referees not calling anything, not needing to call anything really, but most work out there getting is running over to the scorer's area and saying who got the goal. They've done that quite a bit tonight. Rip couldn't get that pass through. Simeone has Chi breaking. Chi trying to get through. Chi will. He's in on the forehand backhand. Stop made by Martin.
What a play by Chi. He should have scored there.
He was slippery, breaking through the D of Team Blue. But Martin comes up with the win in the 1v1 scenario and keeps this one with Team Blue ahead by a hair. Barrett dished it past Wilbert on the forecheck. Woomer, he nearly picked that one off from Tyndall, but here comes Team Gold again. Chi from Barrett. Chi pulls up, slams on the brakes. Tyndall's shot hits Simeone in front and hops wide of the net. Martin didn't know where it was. 3-man rush for Team Blue. Again, the puck got stuck a little bit in the snow on the side wall. Eric Wilbert couldn't make that pass the way he wanted to. Cornelius Graham Cornelius poking ahead to Eric Wilbert. On it now, Rip. Rip to Eric Wilbert, pinned to the wall by Lamarck. Yes, checking is legal in the All-Star game.
Absolutely.
Cornelius, Rip, Woomer just barely onside. Woomer's shot deflected out of play by Eric Wilbert into the screen. 7:51 left in the third. I'm Matt Gajtka with Brian Mitchell. We're ticking down to the end of the AAA game. We've had 3 previous All-Star games today. You can see all the coverage, including our full broadcasts on YouTube at berghockey.com. We are proud to bring them to you. We are the exclusive broadcast provider of the PIHL All-Star event. Proud to be that. It's Rourke controlling here off the restart. Rourke against Martin. Devin Rourke to Mark Lehman. Team Gold needs one to tie it up. It's 8-7 Team Blue. Garver gets the assist on the Krzyzewski goal, by the way. Garver, one of the top setup men in AAA. Forward going wide and nearly banked it in off the stick of the back-checking center, Mark Lehman. McClendon gloves this attempted clearance down for Team Blue. McClendon again gets a chance. Slipped it past Blake Sinicki on the sidewall. Belsterling. Martin, pad save by Faulkner. Right back to Martin, and he missed everything with that one. A bouncing puck. That shot wasn't spinning true on its way. Lehman has Sheary. Sheary drops back, and it nearly paid off for him. Sheary does take that away from Belsterling. Sheary a bouncing pass to the slot. Fended off by Team Blue, and it's a 4-man counterattack rush. Belsterling, maybe didn't know that, but left it behind. McClendon puts it inside the right post for the 9th goal for Team Blue.
Hey,
Ryan McClendon following up.
Ryan McClendon, yeah. Came into the zone. It was a 4-on there. First play got broken up, picked up by McClendon in the slot, and just fired it home. What can I say? 9-7 here. 6:45 remaining.
When you have that many numbers in transition, you don't even need to be that clean. In that case, Belsterling tried to take on Robbie Henn, his Seneca Valley teammate. Didn't work out, but the puck was just sitting there in the slot, and it could have been any of 3 trailers on the play who could have taken that.
It was a good poke there to get to break the play up, but unfortunately there were just more dark jerseys than there were light jerseys to come in, and a beautifully placed shot.
Monaco, remember his goal way back in the opening few minutes of the first period? His stuff try there was denied by his Mount Lebo teammate, Austin Martin.
I remember those days.
Back when we were all young. 9-7 is the score now. 15 goals later, here we are. Bears repeating that Team Gold led this 4-0.
Remember when?
At the 4:07 mark of the first period. When I say the 4:07 mark, I mean 4:07 remaining. Putnam, he has 2 in this one, bidding for the hat trick, but couldn't slalom through everybody. Salisbury to Wild, but Putnam has it. Sawicki unable to lasso that on first attempt, but he'll get it on the second try. Bumped off the puck by another man in blue and gold, Christian Trottier. Trottier, the son of former multi-time Stanley Cup champion Brian Trottier. Here's Sawicki going cross ring. That's behind Putnam. Putnam turns to blast one that's blocked. Putnam again. Paragary couldn't tee up the wrister. Paragary on his backhand now and shoved it to the end boards. Monaco. Nice play to create some time and a little bit of space against Paragary. Now he reverses flow, and Wild will escape. Richard Wild with Salisbury behind him. Wild sniping high. There's Tyndall. 3 Pine Richland Rams on the ice, make it 4 actually. 3 on Team Gold, 1 on Team Blue. They're all involved on that play, but nothing comes of it in the attack zone. Sala yanked it to the middle and found some space for himself. Evan Sala, impressive moves for a defender. Slipped it in behind. Now centered by Paragary. Team Blue can't pull it out cleanly. Under 5 to go in regulation. Team Blue by a couple. It's 9-7. They've scored 9 of the last 12 goals in this game. Fulmer lines one up. That's blockered out. You could hear it from up here off the hand of Seth Faulkner of Cathedral Prep, the goaltender down to our left. Salisbury against Fulmer. Salisbury takes a bump from his Rams teammate. as the puck came loose in the corner. Adams takes the head man from Sala. Adams lost an edge and couldn't keep control. Artfully slid down, but just wasn't to be there. Charlie Mill. Mill with Wilbert and Adams in front. Adams takes it off to Wilbert. Score! It's a 10th for Team Blue, and Drew Wilbert hammers it home. He's got a couple of points. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it's 10-7.
Not sure either.
Well, we are getting the celebrations here in the second half of the game revved up.
Oh, it was a field goal.
Oh, okay.
It was a field goal attempt on there.
I just caught the tail end of it. I appreciate our help here from Andrew Wisniewski, who's running the camera for us in the final game. Thanks to Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz. At least I've been told that before.
Yep. Field goal lined up, kick was up, and no good.
No good. Okay. Woomer shooting off the glove of Faulkner, and he pounces on it.
Yeah, I got the replay. It was pretty well done there by Team Blue.
I'm sure the folks watching at home are saying, you idiots, of course it was a field goal attempt. Sorry, I just saw the back end of it. I keep forgetting I have to watch after the goals now.
Yeah, in All-Star games, you have to watch the entire ice surface here.
Wilbur to the doorstep, and Eric Wilbur nearly made it a pretty goal for number 11, but just inches off. Loose puck off the shot from Cornelius, broken up by Team Gold. Here they come now, Wondrisco. He's got Khrushchevsky, tried to go to him, but broken up by the sliding play of Hunter Ferguson. Back we go the other way. Woomer takes it from Eric Wilbur. Andrew Woomer. And yes, defense is allowed in the All-Star game. We just saw it there from Hunter Ferguson. Usually it's that kind of emergency desperation defense, but defense nonetheless. Wondrisco broke up this cross-rink pass attempt from Eric Wilbert of Peters Township, and Eric Wilbert put it right in the skates of Daniel Garver. Wilbert again here. Up to Woomer. Woomer wanted to slug it to the middle. Sinicki took that one. Sinicki to Hanlon, and Hanlon up forward for Khrushchevsky. Just missing. Khrushchevsky has been one of the more noticeable players today. Strong moves, big frame, and he nearly put in a second one there, but Martin absorbs it with 2:47 left.
It's been a little bit more even the last couple minutes between these two teams. They both getting down the ice pretty quick, getting odd man opportunities. You said about the defense and, starting to be played a little bit here and there, but, in a 7-10 game, you really can't talk about defense too much.
10 goals on 38 shots for Team Blue. That'd be good for a basketball team. They'd be okay with that. That's just shy of a third of the shots on target going in. Belsterling, what a pass there to Ford for the 11th goal for Team Blue. Ford goes to the roof. Belsterling found him on the move, and not much Faulkner could do except hope that Ford hit him with the shot, and Ford did not. He goes high into the twine, and it might have been the Logan Ford cheering section behind the goal. They all stood up in unison after that puck went soaring in. Logan Ford has 16 points on the year for Cannon Mac, including 6 goals.
Where was the celebration?
Nothing there.
Ah.
They're out of ideas at this point.
The Team Blue goal.
11-7 Team Blue. McClendon, soft shot. It's easy to say Faulkner will have tonight. Geinzer off the wall. McClendon. Belsterling wanted to one-time it across his body, but it's blocked by Jack Tyndall of Pine Richland. Now Martin shooting, and it's Faulkner again coming up with it.
Good stop by Faulkner there, and a point-blank shot from the point, actually. And just being able to get in front of it and make sure that it stays a 4-goal game with 2 minutes to go.
Just past 7:30 on this Sunday night, a day chock full of PIHL hockey, all-star hockey at the Island. Another shot from Ford. He's denied that time by Faulkner. Guys are still hungry for goals here despite being in the final 2 minutes of regulation time. Well, safe to say the final 2 minutes of this game with an 11-7 margin in favor of Team Blue, the team wearing the dark jerseys. Poked off the stick of Martin by Simeone, and Chi leads the charge back. Chi's got Simeone going to the goal, but he couldn't get it through. McClendon Fan on the first pass, but the second one is accurate to Geinzer. Belsterling, deking, firing high. Nearly had another beauty. He scored a gorgeous one in the second period when it appeared for all of the island, all the folks here, including myself, that he had run out of space, but he tucked it home. Lamarck to Chi, and he scores. Team Gold gets one back before the buzzer sounds. North Allegheny to North Allegheny. And we've seen that connection before this season, but for the first time here tonight, Connor Chi slides one past Martin. It's 11-8.
Yeah, just a nice little innocent shot. Low goes underneath the pad of Martin, who hadn't seen a lot of action in the last couple minutes, so just snuck in down low and make it a 3-goal game here. 1:10 remaining in the third period.
Lehman to face it off against Michael Sawicki of Central Catholic. Maybe our last face-off of this game. I suppose we'll see. Rorick will try to change that. Here's Lehman slamming the rebound off the side of the goal.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Devin Rorick put some serious mustard on that wrister. Almost enough momentum to bounce it right back to Lehman with an open goal.
Scored by number 43, Connor.
Snicki to Hen, but he coughed it up to Sawicki. Paragary, post, and out.
Wow.
That was deceiving. It appeared it bounced right across the front of the net, inside of the post at that. Lehman with 30 seconds. Sala made the defensive play. Team Gold's offside. They have to tag up. Fulmer holds. Maybe time for one more chance for Team Blue to make it a 12th. Putnam, pass to Nicky. Putnam in, around, and behind, and his backhand pass was intercepted. Putnam once more, 13 seconds to go. Sawicki thought about the shot, instead he'll hand it off to Putnam, who shoots, and Faulkner decides to hang on with the big trapper on that left mitt. 7.1 seconds left.
Well, not much else to say here. We got 7 seconds left on the clock. Face-off coming up to the left of the gold net. Yant's going to drop it with Sawicki and Lehman, and Lehman winds up for a shot from his own
He was
zone.
laughing there. I could see that. Time expires. Team Blue takes the Class AAA 2020 All-Star Game 11-8, despite trailing 4-0 through 13 minutes. How about that? We have quite the turnaround in our final of 4 games on the berghockey.com YouTube feed. Let's look at your leading scorers tonight. And while there are plenty of points on the board, for Team Blue, the victorious side, Jordan Adams had 2 goals and an assist. Also with 3 points, Cohen Belsterling, the freshman from Seneca Valley, including that beautiful nifty goal in the second period. A goal and 2 helpers for him. Tyler Putnam had 2 goals for Team Blue. Mitchell Geinzer with a couple of assists. Also 2 assists for Will Paragary. Other goal scorers for Team Blue, Logan Ford, Ryan McClendon, Drew Wilbert, who had 2 points, a goal and a helper. Andrew Woomer, also a goal and an assist. Joe Fulmer, and Josh Ripp. Best performance in goal for Team Blue ended up being Tyler Boyles. 9 saves on 10 shots in that second period for a 900 save percentage. Even I can do that math quickly. For Team Gold, almost as full of a score sheet. The only multi-goal scorer on that side, Richard Wild of Pine Richland. He led the team with 3 points. Several other players had 2 points, though. Tyler Lamarck with a goal and an assist. Jake Krzyzewski, CJ Simeone, and Connor Chi all with 1 and 1. Daniel Garver of Cannon Mac with 2 assists. Also, Fino Monaco. I don't want to miss him. He had our first goal of this game.
Yeah.
And he ended up with a couple of points there. Krzyzewski, Lehman, I should say, as well as, well, that's it, actually. Lehman was the only one with a single goal on the board. Sinicki and Salisbury with assists for Team Gold. And in goal, the best performance was Alex Wilbert for Team Gold from Peters Township. The senior stopped 8 of 9 in the first period, although give some credit to Seth Faulkner in the third. He faced 20 shots and stopped 15 of them to close out the action here today. So quite the mouthful when it comes to the scorers, and that's what you expect in an all-star game. This one a little bit more than usual, though, Brian Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be the offensive output you expected, but it was all the bit of fun you wanted to see, too, between these two, between all the AAA All-Stars. Of course, these guys are all, of course, down on the ice right now.
For team photos.
The Pine Richland is now running the canoe here down for the team photos. They're having a little bit of fun with it. But yeah, definitely looking at it, this is a great matchup between these two, between all the best in AAA right now. I won't say it's best because, hey, there was a lot of names that were left off of it, but at the same time, you can understand why. You look at what you saw out on the ice today, and tell you the truth, we just took the step into the stretch run. All-Star games are completed. It's time for the playoff push here in the PIHL and see where everybody's going to be so they can end up at 66 in probably about, what, 6 weeks? 6 or 7 weeks?
Yeah.
No, we'll talk. Actually, it's probably more like 8 weeks at this point, but we're going to be seeing who's going to make it. And right now, it's anybody's game in AAA. So.
And we'll have a AAA doubleheader, by the way, if you're a fan of any of these teams. If you're just watching for the first time, reminder, we do have regular season games as well. It'll be Peters Township hosting Seneca Valley at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, and Cannon McMillan, the Big Macs, against the Mount Lebo Blue Devils at 9-ish from Princecape Arena in South Point. That'll be me and you, Mitch.
Me and you, yeah. We're going to be paired up for that one in a couple weeks. I mean, in a couple days.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It feels like a couple weeks to me.
And tomorrow you'll be by yourself.
I got a solo matchup. We've got 2 games at Ice Castle Arena. It's pending if I get service in there or am able to actually broadcast it. But it looks like it's going to be the Baldwin Highlanders hosting Armstrong. And, of course, the big game is South Park and Thomas Jefferson. We're going to record that to upload if it's possible, if we can't get anything going from that. But I just want to thank everybody for watching here. I appreciate everybody's viewing of the All-Star games today. We wanted to bring this to you the best we could. Thanks to John Muka, Dave Fryer, and everybody from the PIHL for allowing us to be able to bring this to you live and everything. All the people who helped us here today, Matt Popchalk, Matt Gajtka, Kaz Monchek, Andrew Wisniewski, Jared Todd Hunter, he'll have some pictures up for you. Ed Major, pictures up for you. Alan Saunders is here doing features right now. And everybody that's involved with this, we want to thank everybody for watching this show. You know, it's something that we created, and it was a great day for everyone. I think everybody had a good time that was involved in it, and everybody that was playing out there, all the players, and it seemed to be good feedback from everybody involved.
Well, the capper featured 19 combined goals, 75 combined shots on goal. We had a blast. We'll continue to have fun with you as the 2019-20 regular season in the PIHL, all 4 classes, goes down to the end, and we move on toward postseason play. But still a lot of action to come, including, as we mentioned, a pair of doubleheaders covered on BurghHockey.com, Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. So there you have it. For Brian Mitchell here on this broadcast, and for Andrew Wisniewski, who ran the camera beautifully for us, I'm Matt Gajtka saying good night and God bless from the RMU Island Sports Center. More to come, much more to come on BurghHockey.com.